Hi everybody. Hello. I'm sorry, I won't be able to plug in the extra microphone because otherwise I'll be tethered and I won't be able to do this. So I've been avocado dyeing this morning and I'm gonna go ahead and continue. I've got my avocado water is reheating. So, hello, anybody out there? So anyway, I have started with some of the mini ledger papers and some maps, and I'm going to be putting together some avocado dyed paper kits. So we have the little dots and plain paper and all kinds of other dots, tickets, tags, index cards, these little envelopes, and so all of these are going to be part of the avocado dye kit. So I'm going to continue to avocado dye, and I'm going to put these papers way over here away from Lucy. Hi Kathleen, welcome. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. So a couple weeks ago, I actually made my avocado dye, and so I took the avocados, and they were ready to be like almost ready to be thrown away. I took the pit and the peel, so I peeled the avocados, put the pit and the peel into water, and I boiled them. Took that out, put the water in a container, and I ended up being able to do it at least 3 times. So so while I was boiling, or while the water was, after I boiled it, while it was sitting, I dyed a bunch of lace. This is cheesecloth that I dyed, a fancy cheesecloth that my mom had in her stuff. And so all different kinds. You'll see this is all the same kind of dye, but different things dyed different colors. This particular type of avocado gave me a peach color more than a pink. The last time I avocado dyed, I had pink. So I have my water on, and I will show you some of the pans that I like to use. I use this this grill grid. Okay, so that's one of the pans I use, and it gives me this. So I think that's a pretty cool little thing. So you can see that there. Okay, then I use this little tiny grill. I only have one of those, and it gives me this. Hi Larissa, welcome. So it gives me this with the little holes, and then on the other side, they are, all the color goes to one side. So these are, you know, very, very light dots. Can you see that? So that one gives me that. Then I use this plain pan, and you can see I also coffee dye in these pans, and it just gives me a plain paper. Oh, there's another one in my grill. Okay, so then I also use these, and I got these at, hi Georgia, hi Lynn, hi Marcy, welcome. Welcome, welcome. So I also use this pan. I use it this way for avocado dyeing, this way for coffee dyeing, because you can see it just has gotten to be a mess. And good morning, Samantha. So on this side, the avocado dyeing. So let me show you that. And again, my paper is turning out peach this time more than pink. And so this is what I get from that. Hi Linda, welcome. So I got these at Dollar General. This year they're $2. I usually buy them when they're $1. So then I also like to take a variety of things. So this is a time card, and here's an envelope, and I'll put them in this direction on the grill, and I get polka dot. I got polka dot everything over here today. I have polka dot guest. No, I don't have polka dot guest checks, but I've got polka dot index cards. I have the little tiny envelope. I love this. So when I put it in the water, the avocado water, it came apart. Good morning. Hi, Mitzi. Welcome. So, and then this is what the tickets did. I put them with the numbers down on the grill, and that's what my tickets did. And some of it's grungy, but that's what happens. Hi, Sheila. I also did tags. Okay, so all of these things, they are going to be, I'm going to put together some avocado dyed kits, and so I'm going to continue to avocado dye and show you kind of how I'm putting my papers back. They go in specific piles so that I can see how many of each kind I have. So let's see. So I'm going to put my pans over here. Right now I need 4 or 5 still of this one. So that one I will be doing in each one. So I put my avocado water into a 9x13 pan that I have. Okay, and I have heated up some more. Let me stir it real quick before I bring it over. And you want to stir it because your water will be creamy. The avocado, even though it's the pit and the skin, the avocado, the water will be kind of creamy. So, okay, so I know I need, this is how many maps I still need for my kit. So I'm going to go ahead, and my water is warm. Now, I had boiled it, and then I was like, oh, I should be live. So I'm just going to go ahead, and I'm going to put these in here. And earlier my water got cold, and I actually took the pan with my papers in it and put it in the oven. I have my oven set at 250. Yours probably could be different. So, and you need to, if you're using your oven, you need to be watching it constantly because it's paper in an oven. Especially, I have a gas oven. So, yeah. So I've been, I use the top rack for anything that has holes, and the bottom rack for the full plain. See, I also put foil on top of these so that it gives me some plain ones. Yeah, so there we go. We've got that. Let's see. I need some of these. These are all going to need to be on plain. I should have. Okay, so these are the mini ledgers. And so you can see I'm going back and forth with them in the water, and that is because otherwise they get stuck together, and stuck together is not fun. Okay, so those are all plain. Then let's put some papers in. This is just regular copy paper. And I'm just putting them all in here on top of each other. And what we'll do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And you guys, I'll show you my jar. Oh, it's not in. So this is the jar of, and it was full of avocado water that I made. And so that was boiling the pits and the skins, and I boiled it, and okay, I'm gonna go ahead and heat this because that water is already starting to get to cool off. It does make a difference. The paper dyes much better in warm or hot water. Hi Tamara, welcome. Wow, 27 people in the morning. So do we have anybody out there that's never gotten to be on a Dear Julie Live? Everybody say hi. Who's here? Say hi. Say hi. Oh, I scared him away. Now we're down to 24. They don't know that at 30 I'm going to give something away. Good morning, Penny. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Kathleen. Never been here before. Well, hello, Kathleen. I don't usually, I'm in my kitchen. I'm in my pajamas. But this, on my channel, this is Finish It February. And so I started with the avocado dye, and so I consider this something I need to finish. So, hi, Lynn. Hi, Joyce. Good morning. So welcome anybody out there that's new. And so we're going to go ahead, and I'm just putting these papers in here. Okay, now, and I'm just putting them in here on top of each other, just like that. So, this morning, I actually had some paper in here for quite a long time. Probably not different. Good morning, Louise. Hi, Maria. I won't tell anybody. You know, I made this avocado water a couple weeks ago. I found, well, my sister-in-law, my brother and sister-in-law have an avocado ranch, and they had brought the family avocado, you guys, at our family Christmas party in December. Okay, so I just whispered that, so that wasn't the mic messing up, but and I didn't know that this one tub that was out in the what we call the saloon, it had about 18 avocados in it that people didn't take home. And so it was fine when it was outside, but I brought them in and put them in a bowl. And because it's so cold here, they were fine outside. It was like they were refrigerated. They were in a suspended animation. I brought them in and they went, yeah, we're done. So, out of the 18, I think I got like 12 or 13 that I was able to peel and take the pit out. Oh, we've got 31. Okay, everybody, we've got 31. Today, at 30, I said I would do a little giveaway. So we're going to give away a one-page digital from Dear Julie. And it is the February digital. And for those of you that know what I'm talking about, I will be doing the January as the backup because sometimes people already have the February. So we're going to go ahead and get this out. And the way that we do this is I have 30 little balls in my little bingo thing here. And so you're going to pick a number 1 through 30. So pick a number from 1 to 30. Now to pick up your prize, you're going to need to be a member of the Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Facebook group. And in just a minute, Teresa, I will repeat it. And welcome, Kimber. And I think I might have missed someone. So I will tell you how I do this. So right now we just have put them in here. The water is it's cooling down. You can see up here, you can see that the paper is turning. No, you don't need to wait for go, but only pick one number, 1 through 30. Pick one number, 1 through 30. And then we'll pick the number. And what happens is in the Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Facebook group, there is, in the announcements, there's a pink post that says January, February winners. If you're one of the winners, your name will show up in there and you'll be tagged as long as it will work to tag you. You can join the Facebook group, Kathleen. We'd love to have you. You do need to answer a couple questions there. Joyce has put the she's telling you she's my gatekeeper, and she's the gatekeeper. She will let you in as soon as you ask and answer the questions, and we'd love to have you there. We have a lot of awesome artists, many that are way better than me. Just haven't been brave enough to put it out there yet, probably, or don't have the time. So your invitation will be there, and then you'll go to the group, the link, and your digital will be there. So has everyone picked a number between 1 and 30? We're going to go ahead and we will do this with the balls. Okay. And hopefully the ball does not land in the avocado water. Oh, it didn't come out. Oh, there it is. Okay, come down. Come down. We have number 20. Number 20. And I've got to move over here to my computer. Okay, Louisa. Yeah, so the group is Scrap All About It with Dear Julie. Okay, so we're looking for number 20. Congratulations, Cozy Cabin 5. Cozy Cabin 5, congratulations. You are the winner. The really cool thing about this is everyone that picks the right number can win. Cozy Cabin, I need to know your Facebook name so that I can tag you in the Facebook group. And again, you'll want to be a member over there. Usually I even tell them over there when I'm going to be live and stuff like that. They get the heads up. Okay, so Terry we're letting this is still soaking, and I'm checking on my water over here. It's starting to move around. So I have had my avocado water refrigerated, and no, there's no smell. The only smell would be more from the oven. Yeah, they don't even smell, not even like coffee dyed paper has a smell. No smell. Okay, so now the thing is the papers are very, very fragile. Very fragile. So you're going to just want to take them, let some of the water off, and then bring it over and put it onto whatever sheet that you're using. So here I have a sheet that has, Midnight is coming to visit. Midnight the cat. So this one has aluminum foil, and it will get this wrinkly effect on the paper, which is really kind of cool. So R.D. Erickson, congratulations. Everybody say hi to, I don't know if you saw her, but Midnight just walked across. Okay, we're getting ready to boil. I don't need it to boil. I just need it to be warm. Okay, so I need lots of these, and I only have one of this pan, so every time this pan is out, it has to get some paper. Okay, there we go. So, and by leaving it in for a little bit longer, your paper will be more pink. Okay, so this is how I do these, and of course on this one there could be room, and they do like to stick together. Oh, I wonder. I will check, Robin. I lit everybody in the groups day before yesterday. I have not done it again, so I will check. Okay. Oh, let me turn the radio off. We're amateur radio operators, and my husband works in the valley, so I listen to make sure that, and there's several places on his way to work that that telephones do not work and radios do, and we've actually a couple weeks ago we called in a couple of accidents. Now that just ripped off, so I'm going to go ahead and just put it on the side there. Oh, Kathleen, you like the smell of the coffee? Okay, so I have, as soon as I have 4 of these, that's how I only have, at this time, I only have 2 racks in my oven. So, I'm hoping to remedy that. Okay, so there, added it to the grill pan, and that makes 4. So I'm going to go ahead and put all of these in. The 2 grills I'm going to put on my top rack, which is actually like middle of my oven, and the other 2 I'm going to put on the bottom. And I'm going to set my timer for, I set it for 5 minutes. Okay. No, it's not very dark. It's just really, really light. I actually really like it. Okay, so this is, we're just going to go down this stack of paper that I have here. Whatever comes up, I'm going to go ahead and dye. Sometimes I need specific things, and so I will only do what I have. So on this large one, I can actually put 2 papers, and they both do go off the edge a little. The oven, my oven temp is 250. You need to check, play with yours and see what it's going to be. Because all ovens are different. The other thing is you need to be, you need to pay attention to it. The timer is, for me, is very important because I don't want to forget it. Okay, I'm going to add just a little bit of this. So here's my pot with my water. I'm going to add just a little bit to heat it up. And I decided I would just do this until it was gone. Okay, so I might be doing this for a long time. Actually, I've used quite a bit. Okay, so, and if you have, yes, These pans are just for dyeing. My husband was like, don't you clean our pans? I was like, those are my dyeing pans. Part of the character is that they have grunge on them, the coffee and the stuff. So I can do, like I said, I can do 4 of these pans at a time in my oven. Oh, okay. That's right. So you won the sewing kit. So that was a little different because what happened is the sewing kit digital is already resident and lives in last year's February challenge VIP party. And so to be able to give that away, you got invited to last year's February VIP. Oh, I didn't want to put those on dots. Oops. Oh, I can put 2 of them on dots. Okay, so here they are. So I do have aluminum foil that I put onto the dots. Oh, not here. I live in the Antelope Valley, California, and my papers would end up in Arizona. We're too windy. I can't even spray paint hardly outside. And for some reason right now it's not windy. And I actually have our wind chimes are down so that my husband always, he puts the paddles up on my wind chimes. But right now they're down. So I need these to not be dots, you guys. Well, and you guys, I don't usually use my oven. Most of my coffee dyeing, I dye them and I leave them right here on the table and let them dry. So I'm going to show you another thing that I do. I do what I call water embossing. And that's one of the... But with the oven, things happen faster. And today with this giant bottle of avocado water, I need things to happen faster. So another thing that I wanted to use is, I don't remember where I got this, but I got a little composition book. But we won't be doing this right now. So I'm going to take this apart and dye some of these pages, because then I'll be able to put them into journals. There's the middle. So I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab my things out of the oven. Oven mitt would be good. I don't know where I put my oven mitt. Well, here's the little one. My mom made this. I'm so glad I have it. Okay, so I'm taking them out of the oven. Here's the one that we did on the aluminum foil. So, a little grungy. I'm going to put these, you see I have these grates on my, because I have a plastic tablecloth on my table. So I have these grates on my table, and so this is how the polka dot one comes out. Like I said, I have piles all around my house right now of the different kinds, and everybody goes in their little pile. Okay. So next I have the grill, and that's how that turned out. So those of you that dye paper, do you, so the guest checks, they have just a little indentation of the grill on the back. So if you're going to take and just like put one of like the bird images or something on here and your page, I mean, it's beautiful. It will be a beautiful background, and we have those. Okay. And last but not least, so this is how it comes out. We've got the little tiny dots, and then on the other side we have the little tiny dots. And look what the edges did. It's kind of interesting, all the little things that the different pans and the different things do. I'm going to put these all in the oven now. So the big heavy duty ones go on the bottom, and the grills that have the holes go on the top. This time I only have one grill. Okay, and then set the timer. Ta-da! Okay, so the recipe that I'm using is, I had the avocados. I peeled them, so I took the skins off, got as much of the avocado out as I could, put that in the pot. I used that pot, and I think it's like a two quart. I don't know. This is the pot. Actually, I used my Avocado Dying pot because I had so many. So, but usually I use this one. And I'll fill it up about that full of water, you see? And then I put the avocado skins and the pits into the water, and I boil it. And I actually watch for the color to change. Okay, so what are we on? We need plain. We still have... Okay, did you hear that sound? It's not a mouse running in my oven. It is the polka dot grill. Just, it reaches a temperature, and it goes... And sometimes if there's paper, it's kind of funny. Okay, so we need to put some things in here. Let's go ahead and add a couple guest checks, because I can always use guest checks. Oh, a recording. I guess. Oh, my tummy growled. I hope you... Okay, let me see here. We've got... Okay, so we can put these on. Okay, now if you can get these with the perforated onto your paper, usually they'll stay together. If in the transferring from the water to the paper, if it separates, it, you know, then it's obviously not going to go back. So I have 3 ready so far for the next batch, and we have our timers at 3 minutes. Let me see. I think I need another foil. So I also save my foil, but I usually save my foil, but my husband threw some of it away, so I think I'm down to 2 or 3. So this is one of the polka dots, and I'm just gonna go ahead and cover it because I actually need flat for these maps. So these are from a Thomas guide. There we go. So from a Thomas guide, that gives us that. And then, okay, so we don't have any more flat right now. So we'll just go ahead. They'll be fine in there. So let's go ahead and, since I have the next batch ready, okay, so we're going to go ahead and, might be easier to come in from this side. Yeah. Okay, it's going to be easier to come in from here. And I'm just going to undo the binding for this composition book, just like I do for the, oops. That was interesting. It came off the cover. It scares me and Midnight every time that the okay, so just take the binding off, and I'm doing this because this gives me side-by-side pages to add to a journal instead of putting stuff in sideways, because I don't like to put stuff in sideways, and I like a variety of sizes in my stuff. Hi Blossom, welcome. Okay, so there's the timer. Chip would say, that's really annoying. Well, maybe he wouldn't say it, but okay, so I've got these papers that we'll be able to add. Okay, so we look good. I'm going to go ahead and take these out. And sometimes they don't quite dry all the way. I guess I could have turned the timer off first. Sorry about that. Okay. So here's our little ledgers. That gives us a couple of flat. And now I'm putting in the next batch that we had ready. So here we go. Next batch going in. Set the timer. And put the papers on their piles. Okay, so we have a couple of flat. We can do that real quick. Hi, Vonda. Okay. So who all has tried Avocado Dying? And were you surprised to get pink paper? Or in my case today, I got peach. These are looking a little more pink. Okay. I don't know if I can do two maps, but we'll try. So I'm putting together avocado dyed paper kits, and they will have this map in them. This pan is hot from being in the oven. So that's why I have the little grill things on the table. Okay, if I cover this one, that will get all of the, and you saw how long the maps have been in this water, and I'll tell you what, they don't rip anymore. They don't seem to rip anymore after they've sat in the paper. Well, this, okay, you guys, I told you a little bit ago, my brother and sister-in-law have an avocado ranch. And these were the avocados. I had 12. But the two other times I've done it, once I did it with one avocado, it just gave me enough colored water really to do the one journal. I think 10 pages and an ephemera. Okay, so here we go. And I'm going to go ahead and stir this. It's still really warm, but I'm stirring it because there is a creaminess to this water. And the creaminess is part of what gets you the beautiful color. So we'll add this to that because it really does work better if it's hot. And then we'll come and make sure that this water is. Okay, the other thing I used cheesecloth as a strainer because you do get, unless you can get every single bit of the avocado out, you end up with little pieces. That's actually the bug. We're not eco-dying today. We don't need bugs. Yes, everybody, no, if you're waiting for the sewing kit, I did not go and do that one. Sorry, I forgot. I did all the regular groups. I forgot about that one. So if you're pending, it's because I haven't gone there. It's my fault. It's worth the wait though. It's like 30 something files. It's a full digital kit. Pages. And you guys, in the magazine I bought this week, they had, oh no, it wasn't the one I bought. It was one of my mom's magazines. I think it was from 2002. But it was really cool. One of the bedrooms had the ladies, or very similar ladies, printed and on the wall. Yes, the polka dotted pan, the large polka dots. That one, I get it at Dollar General. This year, they just put them out. It's in the barbecuing stuff or with the gardening stuff, and they're in my Dollar General. They're right across from the gardening stuff. They are $2 this year. They are worth it. Okay, this time we'll turn it off first thing. Let me check. Okay, not quite ready. Not quite ready. So, so I'm using this little composite, excuse me, composition book. I'm sorry, I need to grab a drink. My throat is stuck to my throat. Okay. So we did a whole bunch of those. I need regular paper. We did the maps, right? All the maps are done. We'll do some regular paper. So, and then if you can let this set for a while, it will get... Oh, your dogs think it's a truck backing up. So, those polka dotted things, they do give an interesting, around the edges of the circle, there will be a dark, and this happened even before I used from the very first time. You see the darkness around the circles? But you have choices. You can use either side. This is a little envelope that just falls apart when it when it gets put in the. Okay, I think that's enough of those. So let me see if I. Nope, don't have any more of the little envelopes. Tags. I do have some tags. So these, I put these in, string and all. And I can put 5 on a pan. No, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, if Chip was in here, he would let us know that the timer was going off. Midnight just looks. She's like, Mom, it's annoying. Okay, so I have another map. That gives me a plane. We have 2 more of the little ledger papers in the plane. Ledger paper, and you see on this foil, you get that grungy foilness. And guest checks on the grungy foil. And then putting in the next batch. I have 1 more to take out. So here's a plain one. And look at this on the edge. Where the the avocado kind of hung out at the edge. So you get the edginess. Okay, so we have 1, 2. Set the timer for 5, and then put all these guys down in the water. Okay, and then I'm going to come over here and look and see what you guys have to say. Oh, Joyce, she's waiting to get in. Oh, Robin, are you in the Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Facebook group? Okay, right now my oven is set at 250, and I'm setting my timer for 5 minutes, and then checking it, and usually that's enough. But sometimes, depending on the placement in the oven and which pan it's on, sometimes it takes a little longer. Okay, so yeah, so your oven probably and may vary. So, and you want to make sure you stay right with it because you've got paper in the oven. Timer is very important because if the doorbell rang, I would probably forget that I had stuff in the oven. You might not, but I probably would. Okay, so we're letting those go. Let's see what else. They think you're cooking. Oh, you're welcome, Linda. I do have a set of videos where my camera was set over the stove top for the actual making. The only thing that I did different this time is I used cheesecloth, and I doubled it, and then it died. Okay, so I used cheesecloth. I put it over the bowl with a big rubber band, and then after I took it and I cleaned it off. You can see I missed some of it though. There's some avocado stuff in there, but and then I put my cheesecloth into the dye and dyed that also. So that is something you can do if you have Well, I don't know if these are going to work, but I had some flowers that I thought I would try. I haven't done that before. And then I have the never-ending skirt. So I had some of that, and I thought that would be good to dye. And I would try that. And it looks like it's going to take the dye. You can usually tell right away by putting it in and then squeezing it out. If whatever you're going to try a little piece of it first. Especially fabrics and laces, because some of them they won't take it well. So there, found some more of those. Okay, let's see. The other thing is you all saw I got this, so I don't know if this is gonna take, so I'm gonna try it. Check it out. Well, at least it'll be dingy. Okay, so this was part of my haul video today. You guys, a couple years ago, I bought, I think they were 100-yard rolls or 50-yard rolls of white and red ribbon after Christmas. So I think it's okay that I go ahead and dye this. And you see, I am leaving all those in there while I'm talking to you, and it's starting to get cold again. So I'm going to add some more of the heated water. Let me go check and see if it's still heated. Hi, Cherie. Welcome. So, and you know, if you, yeah, it's still warm. So I'm going to go ahead and stir it. Let me show you. So you see looks like if you saw that in the creek, you might be kind of worried. But in the avocado dyed water, it's the part that makes your paper creamy. Especially if you're getting that beautiful pink like I did the first couple times. But that was a different kind of avocado, and so it could be because it was a totally different time of year. And okay, so I'm not dry yet. These are dry. Okay, so the big pan is dry. So I can take them and put these in my pile. So again, I will have avocado dyed paper kits in my Etsy shop, hopefully in the next couple of days, hopefully today. It's going to depend on how much I get done around here. Because setting something up in the Etsy shop, oh sorry, I left the timer on, takes some time. And I used to worry a lot about leaving stuff in the water. Very important, your little yeah, she's waiting to get into the sewing kit. She won the sewing kit. But I'll get her there hopefully sometime today. So we've got ribbon, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead, grab the pan. And I'm going to put these in the pan. Okay, so they can continue to color. I'm not contaminating anybody here. I just found another piece of the fabric, so I'm adding that in here too. Everything around here is peach. Okay, so I have tags. That's my first thing coming out. And so, and I did show you all, this is the, so this, how I put that all in the pan. That's how I dyed all of this. Except for the cheesecloth, I used it to strain. No, I do not put the fabric in the oven. No. But I did end up putting it in the dryer. And it did fine. That's why my cheesecloth wrinkled in the. So this is from a tablecloth, pieces from a tablecloth, but you can see all the different colors. Okay, find a place for this away from Lucy. Poor Lucy. Okay, so these are hot. That one's really hot. Touched it with my finger. Okay, we'll go ahead and use this one. We'll put the tags on here. And what I do with the tags is I take them and I have taken them and put the string on. Oh, that's a good idea. Drip in the bathtub and then hang in the, or then put in the dryer. Oh. Yeah, I wouldn't put paper in my dryer. I don't have 2 dryers. It's like I have 2 irons, so I can iron gluey stuff with my iron, but not my dryer. There we go. So that gives me a bunch of tags. So, and I usually get my 4 set up before I get my next 4 or whatever I'm going to do set up before I put them all. I put them all in the oven together. A rack in the dryer. I never thought about that. Well, see, I usually dry, this table is huge, and I usually set paper on this table, and I have a fan in here, and it'll dry pretty fast, and it's kind of like the old days, you guys, when we had dial-up internet, and you'd go and you'd set it for something, and then you could go do a little chore, and then come back. That's kind of what how I do because normally I don't, a lot of the time I don't take the time to do the oven. Today I am because sorry, distracted here. I need those. So this one actually needs to go on the little holy paper pan. It needed to go on that because I need those for my kits that I'm putting together, because each one will get one of those. Those will be like golden because I only have one of those pans, and I can only do one usually every other I think probably because I kept them in the water long time. I don't know. Because Some of the tag, like the holy paper tags, sometimes will be, they will have wrinkles in them. Sometimes. These are the tags from Staples. So I don't know if that makes a difference because of what they are. Okay, this will give us a really great. You see all that? That's avocado right there. Now, I do want to make sure that before I put this foil in my oven, that it is around the outside of this and tucked in, because otherwise it's hard to pick this up, get it out of that. I have lots of squirrel moments. Okay, so now we have one of these and we don't. Okay, now we're on to the composition book pages. They're very thin. Oh, interesting. They've got like a little white fleck in them. Okay, let's see. If I do this, they're going to lay off the side a little. Can I do two? Yeah, barely. Oh, you know what? We don't have anything in the oven. I was like, I didn't set the timer. And I look, and there's nothing in the oven. Now we have stuff in the oven. And we're setting the timer for 5 minutes. My oven is set at 250. Your oven may and probably will vary. So, and make sure that you stay close to it. I have avocado. I peeled, took the peels and the pits from several avocados. I think it was 12. That was because my in-laws, my brother and sister-in-law own a avocado ranch, and they had brought the avocados, and not all of them got taken home by people, so I when I found that they were still here out in the saloon. So this particular type of avocado is giving me more like a peach paper than a pink so far. And right now I'm dyeing mini composition book pages. My oven is set at 250, and that's what my oven works at. And I am setting the timer for 5 minutes. Hi Keisha, welcome. And welcome Susan. Hi Candy, welcome. I hadn't seen you in there. Okay. So it says we've got 40, or my thing says we have 40. Yours might say we have more because mine tends to piddle out. So let's go ahead and give away another digital, one-page digital. We'll give away the February. The backup will be January. So go ahead and put a number 1 through 30, only one number, into the comments, and that will be your number. And if that number comes up, you will get an invitation. The invitation comes in the Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Facebook group. So everybody go ahead and put your numbers in. Okay, so I have 2 more composition pages. They need to be on flat paper. So I was going to see about, I can't find my regular ledger paper. I wanted to see if I was going to be able to get this in here safely before I... Oh, we've got a dove. She's out there making all kinds of noise. Morning, Melissa. Hi, Jody. Hi, Kel. Hi, Martha. Hi, Shanda. So I don't have a... we've pretty much used my sample of the February, and I'm out of ink, and I have not set up the new printer. That's on my list for today to finish something. You know, it's finish it February, and so that's why I'm avocado dyeing, because the avocado dye was sitting in my refrigerator. You guys, it's been in my refrigerator for 2 weeks. It didn't grow anything, but my refrigerator is very cold. And again, you know, all of our appliances can be different, but Keisha, I tagged you, and you go to the link right above your name, the kit that you, or the page that you won. So you go to that link to that group, and that's how you get your prize. Okay, did everybody pick a number 1 through 30? 1 through 30. And we will go ahead, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'll do a couple plain pieces, and I'll show you water embossing. So this one, oh, there's the timer. When I get back from the timer, so I can do 3 pages because I have 2 of the charger plates, and I'll go get the thing off my wall with the butterfly. Okay, so make sure everybody's picked a number 1 through 30. We'll turn off the timer. And we'll check. And we're good. So this time we have little polka dotted paper, little grid paper. We still need little polka dotted papers to finish to be able to do the kits. Sorry. And here are the tags. They're still needing to dry a little bit around the top, but that's okay. They will do that. When they're totally dry, you can just kind of roll them off of they'll just actually fly off. They'll fly off. No, Midnight. No. I know you're curious. Okay, so I'm putting the next 4 in, and they are all composition book pages. There we go. Set the timer. So sometimes the tags and the time cards take longer. Okay, so I need high midnight. Okay, so the chargers. So I have these charger plates, and one of them I broke, but I think we'll still be able to use it. So last year at Easter time, they did get this print of charger plate in, and and that was at Michael's. So I'm just gonna take my paper and I'm going to put it onto the plate and then tap it down. And it's just going to give it a light embossing. Okay, so, and you can use a sponge. That actually works really well. I wasn't planning on doing this. I grabbed it at the very last minute. I went and grabbed them out of their spot. Tom and I used to use these actually to eat off of, and then I started doing this. I did this in the Spring Blossom series, start to done. That series has over 30 videos. It deals with pretty much everything. You got book pages, you've got all the different. So I call this water embossing. So then I just let it dry. Okay, I don't try and touch the center piece because otherwise you're going to get that total indentation. What I want is this indentation out here, and you might as well do it while you're dyeing the paper. Okay, so we grab another one, do it again. I have 2 of these. Oh yeah, so I forgot. I'll go ahead and draw. Sorry. Okay, let me just get these on here, and then we'll come back and I'll draw, and then we'll come back and I'll go get the one off the wall. I actually have a plaque on the wall that I use. So it does take it a little while to dry. I don't put the charger plate in the oven. This is a plastic charger plate. It's not metal. Okay. So, and if you take the time to go around on this one, it has lots of raised dots. So we'll put that up there. We'll go ahead and pull this out. So hopefully everybody's picked a number 1 through 30. No, I'm not putting them in the oven. They will air dry. The water embossing, I do all of that air dry. Okay, so there's our first little ball. Come out. There we go. Number 28. Number 28. And so let's check this out. We'll be doing February with the January one sheet as the backup. Well, there's hardly any numbers. You guys hardly picked any numbers. Okay, so no 28s. The next number is number 10. Okay. No 10s. And the next one. And it just rolls right on out. And it is lucky number 13. Lucky number 13. Martha? Lunsford, congratulations. Tamara Murray, congratulations. So I'm gonna, let me see, Martha. Sorry about the timer, you guys. So this one was at 30. Today is 219. This one was at 40. Okay, I'm going to grab those out of the, want to check them first. They are not done. The top row is not done. The bottom row looks like it might be done. Yeah, bottom row is done. Oh, turn the timer off, Julie. Sorry. I'm struggling to get this one out of the bottom row. Ooh, we got one that's pretty grungy. I know some people out there like the grungy paper. There's a grungy one. That's a little bit grungy. Okay, these top two are not done. I have one waiting over here that can go in. Set the timer for 2 minutes. So these two look really good. I like them. See, I like them more creamy. I'm not as much, but I know some people really like the grungy. Okay, this can come back over with us. Okay. Okay, now I need to check and see if there were any more. 13, number 13. Just check, doing the check again. Okay, so Martha, I want to make sure that you are a member of the Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Facebook group. Make sure that you answer the questions when you go to be in a Dear Julie group. You need to answer the questions. Okay, so where's that little? I need the one with the little dots. Because I still need more of those for the kits I'm putting together. Here it is. Oh yeah, never mind. That's for embossing. You know what? We can put another one in. We'll put this one in the oven with what's going on, because my back is starting to hurt, and I won't be able to finish until I have enough of each thing for the kits. So okay, so the other water embossing, I'm going to get the plaque. So that's the plaque. Okay, so there's some more of those. So we have this. Now what I usually do with this, let me move this over a little. Well, let's put these balls back in. Okay, make sure so we have all of, so we don't lose our marbles there. Okay, we'll pull this over. We'll pull this over. Now what I'm going to do here is, this is going to sit, and I'm going to have one page. I'm going to put it on here with the right hand side starting over here. So we need to come over a little more. Sorry about that. So the right hand side is of the page is going to be over here, and the page will lay down. And so I like to use this as a cover page in a journal. And so here we go. Now I like to make sure I've got my butterfly. For sure. And my agapanthus. Okay, if you have a sponge, it works much better. Okay, so you just go ahead and tap all around. Thank you, Keisha. Have a good day. I hope you figured it out. Okay, now to get the words, because they're not raised, they are down. So you need to actually press into each letter. Okay, sorry about that noise. Sounds like the dryer. Okay, so each letter, so we have where, hope. Let me see. Yep, it's working. The other thing that happens is usually some of the dye will have gone in there and you'll get some of the color. Sometimes you don't. Okay, we have a little dot, and we have a plane. I need one more little dot to have enough, but that's okay. I'll do that in a bit. Okay. Okay. So a lot of times I don't do the words. I just do the flower part of this. But yeah, wanted to show you. So this, I call this water embossing because, and I've done it before with like a pink parchment paper. It was actually more like a pink presentation cardstock or something like that. But it was a cardstock type. You want the bubbles out around when you're trying to do the letters. And then each line you can pull it up and make sure that it's working, and it is. And sometimes it'll rip, but guess what? Just like those guest checks, it'll put itself back together, sort of. It'll be okay. Okay, so that is that. Also, this one I do not put in the oven, and when I put it in a journal, it's actually going to end up being. Let's get that bubble. It's going to end up being like here, but you see the flowers. So, yeah. So that's an awesome thing, and you might now look at plaques and things that you see differently. So there we go. I'll put that somewhere so that it can dry carefully, because it is glass or plaster or something. Okay, so next I have these giant, and I wasn't sure if they were going to work. And you see the dye went into the wrinkles. But we'll put that one in and we'll see how it does. Oh, I took the papers out last time, but not the pans. The lazy way of avocado dying. Okay, so those are all out. The image was a plaque that I have. Just a plaque. That hangs on the wall. Okay, so we did that. We did some water embossing. Let's see if these are drying at all. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to take this one off. I've never dried them in the oven before, but just so that we can make sure that you get to see what it looks like, we'll go ahead and we'll try it. So I've gone ahead and put it onto this pan. You can see the bubbles. And I have a broken charger plate. It works just as good as the other one. Let's see, we still have some. Oh, we need the hot pad. And you'll see every time I use the foil, it gets more wrinkly. Wrinklier and wrinklier. So these are the mini composition book pages. I think guest book pages would be really cool. I don't have enough of them, I don't think, to put in the kits. I wanted to make sure I was using things that I could easily do again. Oh, we got Avocado Dying on the digital paper. Okay. Yes, Susan, I learned it from experimentation. You know, back when we used to make paper, my mom and I used to make paper a long time ago. And I don't know if you have any of like the cookie molds. So now my Pampered Chef cookie molds are screwed onto the wall, but a cookie mold like this, and we used to take cookie molds and put our paper, the handmade paper, in them, and so because of that, I was like, well, why can't I? You know, let's try a doily on this one. No, he won't fit. But I was like, why can't I take that plaque? Actually, the first thing was the charger plate, and then I thought of the plaque. I just have my original 2 hearts that I bought, and I keep seeing them at things, and I'm like, oh, I should, and I'm like, where am I going to put it? Those have a home. So anyway, homemade paper is much thicker than copy paper, or the paper that we made was. And then you can just keep adding water to it. It takes it longer to dry, but the water makes it so that the paper stretches, and you can actually go into, you know, you can press into the holes. Yeah, I've done the plastic lace and all kinds of things, string, making string designs. You know, when you've been a crafter for, I have the quilt I made when I was 5, or the quilt top. We never got it put onto anything. So for 52 years I've been crafting. You know, a lot of this stuff, everybody thinks a lot of it's brand new, and it's just getting a new place to use it. In 4th grade here, we studied the Native Americans, and so you had to dye things. You had to make things and then dye things with natural things. So there's my Cupid, my little Cupid person, and you can see it. So we'll see how that turns out. I'll put that over on the. I guess I should emboss another. Yeah, I think a lot of the crafts they cycle. Just like clothes. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll set this down and let it dry. We'll see how that does. But you know, that's kind of the same idea. If you have a cookie mold, you can use that. You can use, I have a pot over here that I've used the side of the pot before and pressed on that. So yeah, and also when I dry paper at the end of the thing, my last papers even go on these racks, and I get things with these lines. Now when I dry without the oven, everything is not as pronounced. So your dots are not as pronounced. You can hardly see the grill on air dried. And these have a little bit of a lip on them. So when I dry without the oven, I dry it with that lip down so that there's a little bit of airspace between. So, yeah, so I think we should go ahead and do another one of these. We need to check that. Yeah, it's just faint, but you can see the embossing. You can see it better on that side. dyed, and then just, I'm going to come over here where it's not wet. You just fold it. Just gives you a little bit different something going on. Let's see. This one's is getting a little darker because it's excuse me. Because it's the avocado dye has gotten set in it a little longer. I just took this out of the oven. Need to pay attention, sorry. It's like fajitas. And here we have our ledger paper. I can't grab this pan. Had to get out the taco turners to get my pan out. Okay, so another ledger paper. Yep, everything old is new again. There we go. Some of the things are just more readily available to be used than they were. Okay, so if I'm going to be putting these in the kits, then I'm going to have to make some. The party is at 3. Party is at 3, and we're gonna try that YouTube special link thing. And oh, that's not. You see how that paper is not it's not ready. Duh. So the party today is for everyone that finished their June journal, and you would have gotten an invitation from the June journal challenge. Each month I do a junk journal challenge on my channel, and if you finish and post your journal in the group and on your social media, then you get invited to a party, and in the party is a digital kit. The June winners, they're the VIPs. Those are the ones that finished their journals and posted them the way that the directions say to do it. They got the beautiful bird digital kit. So, yeah. So we've done July, and today is June, and next week will be January. Its kit's not finished yet, so watch for that any day now. The kit is almost finished. It has pages, but it doesn't have ephemera. So, okay, so my water is not very warm, and it does make a difference if you're So we're going to go ahead and come over here and heat this up a little. Now, earlier I actually took my pan and I put it in the oven, and I'm going to do that because it's actually kind of cold. Because you want warm water. It does make a difference in how, I call it how the paper breaks. Because the paper needs to break, it needs to change for it to draw in the dye. Yeah, so everyone that finished your June journal, the party is today, and the January party will be next week, and at 3 o'clock. And that way, the January party, I'll be, and then I'll be going backwards. So it'll go August, December, and then probably February, September, November, October, and March, and I'll be caught up. So I think those that have been so wonderful and so patient, because I did still continue to make the challenges, but I just couldn't keep up with everything else, with losing my parents and all of the stuff that entailed. So how are we doing over here on the plaque? And really, I turn the fan on that's above me right here and let them start to dry. Oh, we ripped it. That happens a lot, that I end up ripping up the butterfly. Okay. Put this one in. Okay, we're going to take the flowers out because they've got plastic on them. So I'll show you the flowers. Little white flowers are now peachy pink. And I like them. Okay, so we need to have the Okay, so I'm grabbing the avocado water back out of my oven. It's a little bit warm, which is good. Warm is good. Wow, I'm getting towards look at, there's just what's left in the pot. That's all the avocado paper or the water that's left. Oh wow, this one really ripped. And that happens sometime. I might be in a different kind of copy paper. No, this is fine. That was just a fluke, maybe. Okay. Oh, your Tuesday morning got hit by a tornado. When I used to blow up the balloons at the, I was up to an hour away, but there was another Michael's and another Joann's and a really good Hobby Lobby. go to Tuesday Morning in Ventura, and that's close to where my parents lived. And then just a few years ago, a couple years ago, we got a Hobby Lobby here. I had a meet and greet after we all shopped at Hobby Lobby, and then we went and we met at Applebee's, and then most of us went back to Hobby Lobby. For your immediate napkin satisfaction, I have 3 napkin kits in my Etsy shop. So, just so you know. Oh, you have to come to the States to have a big shop, huh? Joyce? I'm in California. Whoop, there we ripped again. You know what? That ends up being stepchild. That's the one I'll get. That'll be mine. So, you see? You can see it does have some line. Okay, so here we have, this is another one of the and actually I like it air dried better. And then here is the Where Hope Grows, Miracles Blossom, and it looks really good from that side, but you can't read that very well. And it did rip at the butterfly. So just got to be more careful than I was. There is avocado dye all over my table. It's a good thing it's covered. Oh, good. They're rebuilding. That's good. And Terry brings a big suitcase when she comes to visit. That's smart. Oh, we have papers in here, you guys. Okay. But you can see these take a little bit of time because you gotta press them down. Look at my hands are getting yucky. And I don't like to wear gloves. How many are watching? My thing is stopped. And somebody didn't like me. Or so far one. Yeah, they didn't like avocado dying in the morning. Aha. Okay. Okie dokie. So that's what I have for you is avocado dying. I need to eat some breakfast. My tummy is growling. And so we'll go ahead and I'm going to just grab these papers out of here. I guess I'm not using all of my avocado dye today, or not yet, not this morning. I'll probably continue in a little while, but my back is really hurting. I have a compression fracture, and when I do things that's at this level, it bothers it. So so anyway, so watch for the avocado dye paper kits, and they will include several of the papers that you saw me make here. If you came on late, I did show the pile of stuff that I've been working with. I think we needed one more of these, right? One more of these. Don't rip. So, yeah, so if you finished your June journal, I will see you live at 3 o'clock at the VIP virtual internet party. Oh, spinal cord stimulator. Yeah, I've never, I've never had anything done like that. And I don't have a whole lot of trouble except for when I work at this level. I've discovered I've been using the ironing board for my new channel, Dear Julie DIY. And that level, I can bring the ironing board all the way up, and that works. And I don't hurt. Plus, I'm moving around a lot when I'm working that. So, oh my gosh, I don't. You know what? I haven't been measured in a long time. I wonder. I don't think I've shrunk, but I might have. I don't think I did. I don't want to be under 5 foot. Okay, so I'm pulling out this batch here. So we have 2 more of the, well, one's finished. So another one of the water embossing. And like I said, I actually like those much better air dried. So this one is not quite dry, but you can see it's doing a good job. So I probably wouldn't use the oven for those. It worked because I was able to show them to you. But like I said, I usually dry them with I turn on the fan and do them that way. I don't do outside because where I live it's very windy and my stuff will just blow away. Oh my gosh. Dr. Ho, he's on my TV with a different thing like every day. So. Okay, everybody, I want to thank you for being here and keeping me company while I avocado died. Congratulations to all our winners today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Find something to celebrate every day. If you haven't, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button if you like this. If you really had a good time and you learned something, please go and watch another video when we're done here, because YouTube likes that and they raise my watchability up or something. So that would be amazing. Find something to celebrate every day. Have a great day. Bye. Bye-bye.